I heard this stat, and I mean, someone will fact check it. I'm not going to fact check it. But I heard this stat, and it really gave me a moment of like pause and kind of made me sad. Uh, but now, as like someone who's entering into parenthood, it feels a little bit different. I'm seeing the other side of the coin. The stat is essentially that you've spent, by the time you graduate high school, you've spent, 90% of the time you'll spend with your parents in your entire life. And that is a really sobering thing to think about. I thought about, and I heard this while I was living in Austin, away from my parents, who I'd like grown up with and lived, with either with someone in my family or right next to them for, my entire adult life until I moved away. So, there's this sobering factor to that. And now the opposite side of the coin is like looming in the distance for me. And in a way, you're looking at it like you're staring down that tunnel, of, you've done the vast majority of the work that you're going to do as a parent. You've already done that work. You've spent that time, and you've enjoyed that and set that up for whatever successes and failures are coming down the pipeline. And I'm curious how you view your role as a dad now versus how your role as a dad was, 5, 10, 15 years ago.
Are you trying to make me cry? Is that your goal?
It's embarrassing how emotional I got when I first heard that stat. And actually, you know what? It's not embarrassing. I'm not embarrassed by that at all. It really was a moment that kind of changed how I have a perspective on certain things, just reading that. And I don't even know if it's true. It sounds true because
It's true.
it's around the time when kids start like really having their own lives. You're not controlling their lives very much. You're not controlling their schedules. They're not going to the same place, within an easy drive of where you live in for high school. Like, that sounds true. So
I moved away from home when I was 19. I've been home 2 to 3 times a year for less than a week every year since then. So you do the math, like, so between the time I was 0 and 19, I was there 7 days a week. Now I'm there 21 days a year at the most. These days I'm there 7 to 10 times days a year. So yeah, you're trying to get me to cry. Thanks a lot, Armen. Thanks a lot. It's hard. Like I don't think about it much because it's hard to think about. All I think about is like, you should be there when you need to be there. You should be there for family. You should be there for births and deaths and weddings and parties and emotional needs. And that's my plan. Is like, if one of my girls called me and said, "Hey, I need you to be there," I'll be there. Like my youngest this week was doing this homecoming stuff. And I said, "Do you need me to be there? Tell me, I'll be there. I'll work it out. I'll move stuff around. I'll be there." And I think that's what you need to do. And so that's the way I'm viewing my future role, is like, do I, if I need to be there, I will absolutely be there. If I don't, I won't, like, and that's all you can do. Otherwise you'll drive yourself crazy thinking about the things you're missing and not. And, I'm looking kind of at the new state of my life now going, all right, well, what's next? Like, what am I going to focus on? Is it going to be CrossFit? Is it going to be guitar? Is it going to be work? Like, what's next for me? And I'll figure that out like everybody else. You find things to do, and you just stay in contact and, make sure they know you love them and stay busy. That's all you can do.